Should big cats be in zoos? Yes. Let's talk about it. Lions, tigers, and other cats have been a staple around zoological institutions all across the world. And of course, why wouldn't they be? They're so charismatic, beautiful, majestic, all these amazing defining traits. And because they're so amazing, of course, they are a big, huge attraction for many guests all over the planet. But one of the most significant aspects of these animals' natural behaviors is the ability to hunt other animals. And since zoos want to keep a safe environment for all animals, they don't get to hunt. So if predator species need to hunt, then should they be in zoos? As a zookeeper, one of the biggest things I try to keep in mind is the comfort level of the guests that visit the zoo. And since most people haven't actively seen animal hunting, I think we should keep it that way. Carcass feedings are often done with animals like big cats, wild dogs, and more. But when it comes to live prey, the comfort level usually varies with visitors. Pretty much everybody can watch a reptile or amphibian eating an insect or a brown bear going in a pool of trout. There is a level of squeamishness that comes with watching a big cat devour live prey. The big cat hunting process is very brutal and not for everyone's eyes. And on the other side of that, thinking as a keeper, live prey can be very unpredictable and potentially dangerous to the predator. Let's say you have a gazelle with really sharp horns. It takes a jagged turn and stabs the lion. What happens then? From a welfare standpoint in the zoo community, we have to think about all the animals' well-being and not providing unnecessary suffering. Next, predatory species need enrichment to know their territory. In the wild, there are rival populations of lions, so a lion has the need to mark its territory through scent marking and spraying and urine and things like that. In a zoo, the territory is more physically defined, and there's likely no other lion prides within a few miles, but given their nature, they still mark anyway. Modern zoos have recognized this and spent many decades refining how they provide enrichment for predatory species. A big importance for big cats especially is a way to survey their surroundings. Animals like snow leopards, cougars, jaguars, and Amur leopards like to look down on their surroundings. So zoos have utilized a way to build their exhibits on hillsides or on a more terrain that is elevated. Some zoos even provide overhead trails for the animals to cross through. For instance, zoos like San Diego, Philadelphia, Hogle, Louisville, and Sedgwick County have implemented these overhead passages alongside adaptable exhibits that can be used for multiple species. I saw some in person with the Philadelphia Zoo with Zoo 360. That's pretty awesome. Other zoos like Oakland Zoo have used their natural hilly terrain to provide ample space for their species like the lions, the tigers, and the jaguars and cougars. One of my favorite exhibit types are rotational exhibits, and a lot of zoos are more recently starting to adopt this special mechanism. So what this means is the exhibits are built, connected in ways that you can't see, with barriers of course, but on any given day, an animal can be in a different exhibit. Next time you visit, a tiger could be over here instead of over here. And that's a natural form of enrichment because when this animal is over here, it's getting to smell all the different smells that was left behind in there from the day before. So if you have a predator species here and a prey species here, and they swap tomorrow, they'll be able to realize, oh, wait a minute, somebody was in here. I better be on my toes. And this is like a brand new experience for the tiger or whatever predator species that's in there. And this gives a natural form of behaviors. Big cats are also on display to raise awareness for their wild cousins, or as an assurance population for many big cat species. Some species are even rescues, like cougars. As a person who's worked with a lot of big cats, there's a lot I can go into about how amazing these species are, how much they need our help. Thinking about rescued cougars. Here in the US, we have a serious issue with hunting, poaching of wild cougars. A lot of baby cougars have made their way into the zoo because their mother was killed by a hunter and they were abandoned and left alone to basically perish. And the US is increasingly getting urbanized, so a lot of these animals are losing their wild spaces here. Thinking about the Florida panther with those cougars down there getting hit by cars. Other big cat species like Amur leopards are being bred for conservation purposes given to their dire situation in the wild. There's only about 40 or so left out there. So every Amur leopard counts and every member of the insurance population counts. But because of places like zoos, these animals are making a comeback with the breeding purposes and all the conservation efforts that zoos, accredited zoos, are doing. So should big cats be in zoos? My answer is yes. So essentially, if a zoo is willing to put in the time to provide dynamic experiences and enrichment for the animals, I'm all for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about whether or not big cats should be in zoos. If you have a point to back me up, add it in the comment section. If you have a point to discredit what I'm saying, add it in the comment section. Whatever you got to say it down below. Let's talk about it. Till next time, it's your boy Jungle Jordan. I'm out.